talk about FMCG then. A new trend has emerged in the fourth quarter in the FMCG industry. Companies have begun to cut down on advertising and promotional spends. So that's one aspect of margins. That's at least one attempt to protect margins. Tanvi has more details on that. Tanvi, do you have some numbers? How much ad spends have come down by in fourth quarter compared to say Q3 or even 1 year earlier?
Sure, Anuj, and this is a very big trend that we are seeing emerging in FMCG. Remember, FMCG industry is one of the biggest advertisers currently in the country. For Dabur, the domestic business has seen a cut of 18% on a year-on-year basis. If you compare Q4 from last year's Q4, the advertising and promotional spends were about 11.5% of sales this quarter at 127 crore rupees. This, even if you compare it to last quarter, is down by about 5.5 to 6%. So if you see, the cut has majorly come in the transition from the third to fourth quarter last financial year. This has still not helped the company enough to really protect its margins. The EBITDA margin still contracted by about 50 basis points in the fourth quarter itself. So we are expecting the company to further bring down the advertising and promotional spends in the coming quarters. If you see Marico, their A&P spends declined by about 25% on a year-on-year basis. They were about 8.6% of sales for the fourth quarter, and if you see, their margins were then maintained flat. This advertising cut has primarily come from their change of strategy for Kaya advertising, and also as a measure to really cut costs for the entire company itself. P&G again has cut ad spends by about 15% on a year-to-year basis. And if you really see, in fourth quarter last year, the ad spends were about 44 crore rupees. In Q3, it went up till 57 crore rupees, and then you saw a drastic fall in Q4 to 37.9 crore rupees as their ad spend. So clearly, the shift has really come from Q3 to Q4, and similar trends you're actually seen in Godrej also. And what we are expecting is HUL will really say the final word here with a major cut in the upcoming results. So watch out for what happens on Monday.
All right, Tanvi, thanks a lot for